Yep, hi all, here's the latest Sinclair C5 project I'm working on. So this is the Abbey Wood angling restoration project. So one of my friends managed to find this Sinclair C5, and this is looking way better than what it was when it arrived at me a couple of days ago. So yep, maybe have a look at it. So I've done a lot of work on it, a lot of hours so far. So this one here is an early one, so it's 1984 December 495. So the pod on there. And so when it arrived, it was covered in muck, covered in like hundreds and hundreds of snails and crap and ginormous spiders and lots of freaky shit. Basically, it's really bad, really sort of horrendous, like a proper sort of bush find C5. And then you'll see some pictures I'm trying to add to this. So what I've done so far is I basically refurbished lots of it. So I've put a refurbished used chain on it. I've just rebuilt the motor tonight, all the drive gear, wheel bearings. I've tidied up the wiring. That's the first sort of stage of tidying. So got to sort of clip a few more bits on. I've just sort of basically super glued the original connectors back onto the body in the positions they were, which is cool. I've put a new flasher, an LED flasher unit underneath, which seems to work at the moment, but I've only got the two rear lights working at the moment, so the two rear indicators. It's got a buzzer inside, so it seems to work, and that's a brand new LED flasher, so I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but that's what I had in stock. That's that. It's a grade model, comes with a little lunch box in there, which can probably be sort of potentially date when it was last used. So this company's still going, so can't be that old, but I kind of think maybe it's been sat in the bush for 7 or 8 years. So that's that. It's got the clips in there, stickers, the cover for the battery there. I've put on some obviously new inner tubes. I put on the tyres off my C5, and I put some new old stock tyres on my main C5. So that's got a little bit of an upgrade, and so it's got a perfectly good set of used tyres now on it. Came with the centre caps. It's got the horn again. Everything in here was all just full of spider webs, full of stuff. You'll see some pictures. You know, the pod absolutely full, even a ginormous spider inside, and literally full of dead spiders and shit. It's horrendous. If you hate spiders, this is like the worst C5 you could get. I've ordered the Land Rover front indicator lenses. It obviously had mirrors at some point, doesn't have them now. Original, I've cleaned this out, even that had a ginormous spider. And by the way, I don't particularly like spiders, but that had a massive spider inside, so I started washing it out, went to rinse it out, and then noticed a massive black spider floating around in my sink. Inside that, horrendous. That's that. I'll put this underneath. So I've obviously taken the front wheel off and rebuilt that. I had to put a new spindle on that. The spindle was completely seized. Brand new brake blocks. Obviously neatened up the wiring, cleaned underneath there because it's all disgusting. Not done anything with the fork specifically, but you can see that it's quite tidy. And so just super glued the wiring connectors back in place, which is cool. And the chassis looks good, sort of used but really good. Which is cool as there's no damage to the body shell. That's that. Just haven't pedalled it yet. It's got original high vis masts on there, and yeah, all looking pretty good in there. And so I've not done anything with electronics yet, apart from take the pod off and have a look inside the pod and clean the pod out. There's no cover on that, but I've not done anything to that at all. Not checked the fuses, nothing. And obviously I've taken out the brake cables, cleaned them, re-lubed them. They're basically smooth anyway, so that's pretty good. And I say binned the old tyres because they were literally just shit and just dissolving basically in my hands. The old tyres were. I've just taken off the brackets for the light switch and the indicators because both of the switches were seized. I sprayed some WD-40 and got them moving, got them working. But basically, yeah, I'm going to put on some new switches. So I've got a new switch for this side here because it's a bit iffy, and they're dirt cheap. And I've got a brand new indicator switch here as well, which is attached along with one new spade connector, which is cool. We can put on some on the power. So I've not done anything with it in terms of fixing the electronics on it yet, but it does have power, so we can connect it up. Obviously this is a complete bodge, but I've ordered the quick release connectors. Obviously brown goes to positive, so, I'll do my little technique that I do with that thin wire when I come around to sort out electrics properly. But then here's some action in the pod. And that's super smooth now I've sort of fixed it and all that, which is cool. You can obviously hear some stuff happening in the pod, you hear it beeping and clicking and all that sort of stuff, so it's got a fault obviously, so I'll take it off for now. Oh actually, and the other thing is that the lights do work. Don't know if they're coming on or not. Yeah, well, there we go. Again, the switch is a bit iffy. But yeah, you did just see it pop on briefly then. And the same for the indicators as well. This one. And nothing on that side yet. But here it's trying to do something. So yeah, that's work in progress. It's all good. I'll disconnect that. So yeah, so the next job really is to have a look at the is to fit the indicators and when they arrive, fit the quick release connectors when they arrive hopefully this week, so I can connect the battery up properly. And then what I'll then do is I'll start to look at the electronics. So I'll probably want to just do the indicators first because that's super easy. Chances are the bulbs, this one is obviously seems fine, but I'll take all the bulbs out, clean all the bulbs up, clean all the connections up, make sure they're all spot on the wiring loom. That should sort out the indicators. That's probably quite easy. The horn works fine, and then I'll look at the electronics. So what I do is I'll try the pod on my working C5, see if the pod works. If it doesn't, I'll fix that, and then obviously progress onto the control box accordingly. And there we are. That's it so far. Excellent. Cheers.